Hey guys, I am Lindsay and this is one of my good friends, Ashley.
Hello.
And we are going to do a yoga flow with you guys today here at beautiful Duck Pass. It's a lake out here in Mammoth Lakes. We just did about a 4-hour hike and now we're going to do a yoga flow. So Ashley's going to lead us through the first part of it and then we'll get into some specific postures at the end that I'll lead. So take it away.
Thank you, Lindsay. Such an honor to be here with you. All right, we will begin in any comfortable seated position. Maybe that's sitting on your knees or cross-legged, resting on your sits bones, whatever feels good in your body today. And once you're there, just settle into a relaxed yet wakeful posture. Drape your hands comfortably over your knees or cupped in your lap. And then once you're there, allow the eyes to close, drawing your attention inward. And we'll begin by taking a deep, full, cleansing breath together. Slowly inhale through the nose, feeling the breath begin from the base of the belly, rise up the chest, and eventually to your collarbones. Hold it there for a moment. And then take a long, open mouth exhale. That same breath begins at the collarbones, melts down the chest, and eventually presses all the air from the low belly. Good. One more cycle just like that. In through the nose. Feel the breath rise. Open mouth exhale as it draws back down. Beautiful. Now just breathe naturally. Resuming your natural, easy breath. In and out through the nose. Just breathe. Good, and when you're ready, gently flutter your eyes open, roll forward over your ankles, and we'll find tabletop position. Wrists directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. And on your next inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky, opening up your chest. And as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Rest your right shoulder on the mat. Let your head rest on the mat. And gaze over your left shoulder. Option here to take the left arm overhead to deepen the stretch in the shoulder, or maybe you bring the left hand behind the back for the half bind. Maybe you shift the weight into your right leg and extend your left leg back. And just gaze over your left shoulder wherever you are and begin to cultivate your Ujjayi Pranayama. It means victorious breath in Sanskrit. And to cultivate your Ujjayi breath, slightly constrict the back of your throat as if you're fogging a mirror with your lips sealed, and breathe deeply and slowly in and out of your nose. Good. On your next inhale, sweep that right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, left arm sweeps up to the sky. Open up your chest. Exhale, thread it through. Let your left shoulder, your left head rest on the mat as you gaze over your right shoulder. And take whatever variation you did on the other side. Maybe the arm reaches above your head, or you go for the half bind, shifting the weight into the left leg to extend the right leg back. Gazing over the right shoulder. And come back to those Ujjayi breaths. And each inhale expands your ribs from every direction, front, side, back body. And each exhale contracts your chest, your belly, your ribs. Good. On your next inhale, sweep the left arm back up to the sky. Exhale, tabletop. And we'll go through a familiar pose, a cat-cow. Your next inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze and tailbone up towards the sky, expanding through your chest. And then exhale, slowly tuck your chin to your chest as you lift your mid-back up towards the sky, pressing the floor away with your hands. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, look up. Exhale, curl, round, gaze to navel. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And just start to move with the rhythm of your own Ujjayi breath. The inhales are the lengthening, opening, expanding, upward movements. And the exhales are the folding, curling, contracting, downward movements. Maybe begin to wag your hips from side to side, really just warming up the spine here. Good, and we'll meet in a neutral spine from here. Tuck your toes under, straighten your legs, send your hips up and back to find your first downward dog of today's practice. Take a moment to settle in, maybe pedal out your feet, and shake your head yes, nod it no, yes again. Good, and we'll begin to flow through our Surya Namaskar A. Your next inhale, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, shoulders back, gaze past the third eye. Exhale, fold and squeeze. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead and catch your left wrist. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, center, catch right wrist. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, center, mini back bend, lift your head and heart, let it shine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step your foot back to high push-up to low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, roll to tops of feet, lift your head and heart, roll your shoulders down and back. Exhale, tuck the toes under, send the hips back. Good, and return, reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. We'll begin again on your next inhale, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, catch your left wrist. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, mini back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing Urdhva Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, and we'll flow through that Sane one more time. Inhale, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, mini back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Take a moment here to connect back with your Ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders back, and big toes together this time. Exhale, fold as you bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms above your head and heart and sit back for Utkatas, chair pose. Make sure your tailbone is tucked under. Then take it, exhale, open arms, side twist to the right. Gaze past your right fingertips. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, airplane arms on balls of feet, heels lifted, little balance challenge. And then on your next inhale, come all the way up to standing on tips of toes, releve. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, high to low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. That same exhale, step your right foot forward and spin the back heel down to 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up, palms together, gaze past thumbs, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, open your arms to a T, Virabhadrasana B. And gaze past your right fingertips here. Inhale, flip your front palm up, reverse your warrior, lift and breathe through your right side body. Exhale, prayer twist, hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Take an inhale to press your palms together as you turn your gaze over your right shoulder. And then exhale, plant both hands, step your right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, left foot steps. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana A on the left. Exhale, open up to B. Inhale, flip your front palm up, reverse warrior. Exhale, prayer twist. Hook your right elbow outside your left knee. Inhale, press the palms together, gaze over your left shoulder. Exhale, plant the hands, step the foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Good, that's our Surya Namaskar beat. We'll flow through that again. Inhale, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step or float. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, side twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, airplane arms, balls of feet. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing releve. And then exhale, melt into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, auto. Right foot step, spin the back heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, B. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step the foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, left foot steps. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open to a B. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, take length. Exhale, plant the hands, step the foot back. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Good, you know the breath, you know the movements. We'll flow through that Surya Namaskar beat together one more time. Take an inhale to prepare, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, side twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, releve. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, right foot steps. Inhale, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, B. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, prayer twist. Good, moving more swiftly. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, left foot steps. Good, inhale, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Vira B. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step the foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your knees, look up. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, take that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And this time, inhale, raise your arms overhead, palms facing, gaze past thumbs. And then exhale, release the palms down by your sides.
Okay, so from here we're going to come into a little bit of balance work. So utthita, hasta, padangusthasana. It's a mouthful, I know. If you need to use a wall or a chair, feel free. So we're going to start with the leg that's closest to the camera. So take your peace fingers. You're going to grab your big toe. So you go from the inside of the toe and hook it. And then you want to lift the chest up. And let's not worry about how high the leg gets. I'd rather you straighten it and keep it a little lower. Drop your outside hip down and then lift your chest up and plug your shoulder onto your back, widening that collarbone. Good. And then you'll take your free hand to the outer edge of your extended leg, or you can bend the knee and take a modification. From here, you're going to reach the new free hand back behind you, lift up tall through the crown of your head and start to rotate over your waist. And then exhale back to center and slowly release the foot to the mat. Nice job. Let's take it over to the other side. So firm your foot into the floor, lift up through the spine, peace fingers of your outside leg. We'll hook the big toe, lift the heart, and then start to reach that leg forward. Good. If we fall, we know yoga is all about practice, right? Not perfection. Drop the outer hip crease down, and then draw the navel and the ribs in, and pull the shoulder blades to the back. And then take your free hand to the outside of the leg or the outside of the foot. Lift the heart again. Reach your free hand back behind you. And maybe you don't turn the head for a modification. But if you're ready, you're going to start to turn the gaze. Good. Draw the inner thighs together. And then take a moment in the full posture to enjoy it. And then slowly come back to center with your gaze in your arm. And then bend your knee and take it to the mat. We'll head into a little bit of a back bend. So take your feet wider than your hips. You're going to take a soft bend of the knees, and your pelvic wheel, we want to go tuck. So draw the hip bones up. We'll take the heel of the hands to that low back. Lift the heart straight up, draw the elbows together, and start to curl back. This can be really small if you're just starting off. Otherwise, you can start to hinge back a little bit further. Take a full inhale through the nose, and then let your exhale guide you back up and off of that back bend. We'll add on. We'll interlace the hands behind the back, soft bend to the knees, lift the navel, and then reach the fist back as you lift the heart up. So I want you to find a lift and then start to dial it back into that back bend. Feel free to let the head hang. That is always an option here. Mula Bandha. Lift it up. Exhale, chin towards chest. Rise up. Great, we're going to take it to the mat into Urdhvadanya Rasana. Go a little bit deeper into those back bends. So we'll have the feet now pretty hips distance, and I want you to pay attention if something like that starts to happen. External rotation. We want to stay parallel, inner thighs rolling down. So we'll lay all the way down on our backs. You'll take your hands by your ears and plant your palms down with your fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Let's first press up just to the top of our head. So you don't have too much weight in the hands yet. Scoop the hips, draw the belly in, draw the elbows narrow, and then start to press up. Make sure those elbows don't splay out to the sides either. Press the ground away from you, and now start to send your heart through your arms as you send your knees towards the opposite wall. So we're finding a little bit of length here. And then find 3 Ujjayi breaths right here. Head relaxed. And 2 more breaths. And then on your last exhale, bend the elbows, lower to the head, and then roll the spine to the mat. Let's take a little counter. Just hug your knees in. Always like release deep postures afterwards. Beautiful. Okay, let's make it up to a seat. Now we're going to explore crow pose, Bakasana. So the biggest thing with an arm balance is finding your core. So getting this like deep C curve in the spine. So finding the breath as well. That exhalation is going to really help you find the belly. So let's start with the hands down. And I want you to get really rounded in your back. Elbows are going to make a shelf. So you're going to bend your elbows, hug them in, they're nice and narrow, and work your knees up onto the shelf of your upper arm. So we're not going to go outsides, we're not going to go insides, we're going to go on the upper arm. Scoop your core, push the got a little tongue-tied. Push the ground away from you, and then maybe you shift forward till your toes get light. And this could be right where you stay. Now drive the abs in even more as you start to float the feet up. Good. Press through the finger pads, the inner knuckles, the palm. And now, staying rounded, reach the heart forward. Pull the heels up and find the breathing. Smooth it out. And then gently set the feet down. And let's take a counter stretch for the wrists. So come to kneeling. You're going to come on top of the hand with the nails pointing towards you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And I want you to pressure your hands down into the ground. So your hands aren't just here hanging out, they're being pretty active. Great, and then release that. How do we feel about trying side crow? Yeah, let's do it. it's about practice, guys. We don't have to be able to do it today. So we'll start facing away from you guys. So your knees are going to turn to the left. The arms are the same exact thing. So getting that shelf-like position is really important to balance the legs. So let's bring the knees together and turn the knees to the left. Then bend the elbows, keep them nice and narrow, and you're going to rest the outside of your right leg as high, wiggle it up onto that left arm as you can. Shift forward, push into the hands, pull the belly up, and lift the hips. Whoops, nice and slow. Good, now heart forward, and take a deep breath. Okay, gently sit the feet down, and we'll try the other side. Nice work. Okay, so knees turn to the right, bend the elbows, and walk the knees up towards the armpit of that right side. Hug the elbows in, engage the pectoral muscles. And then we're gonna shift forward. Remember that rounding shape in the back. Mula Bandha, lift the belly, float the feet. If you can, if not, just work at it. And then let's take a smooth breath. And then bring it down to the mat. Nice work. Let's cool it down. So let's take a seat. Let's do just an easy back, laying on our back spine twist. So, lay it down, get comfortable. Your left leg all the way over your right leg. If you want to take this into Urdhvadanya legs, feel free to add that. Drop the knees to the right, and then open the arms out to a nice wide T. Lift your shoulders up and turn your shoulders left towards the lake for us. Gaze over that left palm, and think of energy expanding across your heart. So there's energy running through the right fingertips, all the way out through the left fingertips. And use your exhalation to bring you back. Let's switch the legs out. Bring the right leg over the left. Go for that second bite if you'd like. If not, just one cross will do. Knees drop over to the left. And then I want to deepen this twist. So chest lifts to turn the chest to the right. So it will help drop the back of that right shoulder to the mat. And then expand through the arms. So actively reach the arms apart. And let's take 2 full breaths. And then releasing back to center. We're going to stretch our legs out nice and long. And we'll come into a Shavasana. If bending your knees or taking Bakasana is better for you, feel free to do that. Your practice, your body. And Shavasana takes us out of the really physical part of yoga, the asana, the flowing, the moving the body, and we're bringing ourselves into a state of stillness, cultivating a calm mind, a calm body, and guiding ourselves towards our meditation practice. And just take a moment to scan your body. I always like to do a check and see how things have shifted from the beginning of practice, throughout the practice, and then towards the end. How is the mind feeling? How is the emotions? Check in with yourself. Good. If you have more time today, I invite you to lay here for as long as you'd like. Let's gently draw those knees towards us. Give them a nice tight hug. And then on your exhale, roll to the right. And then just slowly make your way up to a seat. And so cross your legs, get nice and comfortable into Sukhasana. Then let's rest the back of the hands on the knees. Drop the shoulders, lift the heart, and let's close the eyes here for a second. And then let's take one full breath together. So on your inhale, let's reach the arms up, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And exhale, hands to heart. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for practicing with me. That was amazing. And thank you guys for joining us. Hope you had a nice practice. And again, I'm Lindsay.
I'm Ashley.
And we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye.